welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. I'm Gil Larry. The guy who is dripping in Knicks gear is Larry Loper. We'll get into that in a bit. But Larry, we have been off for 2 weeks for the summer. We're going to be doing every other week. So we've got NBA trades. We're going to talk a little NFL. We're going to talk a little WWE. We're going to talk a little boxing and a little bit of that FIFA World Cup if you want. But
Indeed.
Larry, let's do this. Let's start this right away. The hot thing right now for us is the NBA because since the season ended, there have been players
Uh,
either moving or getting ready to move. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of these trades. Now, I think you agree with me that the team who gets the big name is usually the team who wins the trade because right now we can't judge 3 first round picks.
no,
Unless you're getting a first round pick that's top 4, top 5, what is a first
yeah,
round pick these days? And
no.
and second round picks, I mean, they're a dime a dozen, maybe even less than that. So the big one was last week, Giannis going to the Heat. What do you think about that trade thus far on the surface? Is it good for Giannis? Was it good for Milwaukee? Does that make them a contender, or are they just a better team?
Um, for Miami, it's a better team. They still need a roster as far as the bench. They need to get a bench. They need some more players around. They just signed Andrew Wiggins, but he's older. So they're building around Bam and Giannis, but you still need some premier players. You definitely need a bench, but they'll be in a better situation, I guess, in the near future than Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a total rebuild. You gotta go with young talent, maximize the picks, and you don't know if Tyler Hero's going to be stay on or he end up getting traded. So for Milwaukee, it's a rebuild. You're stripping it down, but it's going to be kind of hard to get marquee players to go to Milwaukee because of the fact of it's Milwaukee. It's a small market. So I think right now, I think that far as a rebuild, Milwaukee probably it depends how they do their drafts and the talent is coming out. But Miami, yeah, Miami, and then the culture. I think Giannis fits the culture, and it's about just bringing the right players down there. And eventually, I think he'll be able to get one in Miami.
So what do you see? I mean, I know you said bench. Do they need a little more guard play?
Indeed, yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, they do, they do. They definitely need. I like Davion Mitchell at the guard, but and he's a decent player, but yeah, definitely gonna need some man like a scoring point or even a facilitating point. I say I'll take a facilitating point. I don't really need you to come in and like be like a scorer. I just need you to make sure that you put everybody in position, play some good defense. You know what I mean? I need a
Mhm.
hard nose kind of like point guard.
Mm.
And like I said, Andrew Wiggins is getting older, so another two would be good. Bringing a young two. Um, yeah, but they need pieces. And then you definitely need a bench. You need a bench. That was the key to New York's victory is the fact that we had rotation. We had a bench.
Mhm.
Straight up.
Speaking of guard,
Hmm.
a guard got moved from Charlotte to Minnesota, LaMelo Ball. So now you got like 2 shooting guards.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the point guard? Are they going to make LaMelo play small forward or something like that?
No, Melo will be the guard. He's going to be the point. Um,
You think he'll be the point?
I think he'll be the point. I
Well,
think
that's
he'll be the point.
interesting.
He'll be the point because of his facilitating, flashy facilitating. But
So Connolly will come off the bench?
more likely, yeah, Conley pretty come off the bench.
Hmm.
You put Ant Man at the deuce. You got Carmelo at the one. I mean, yeah, Lamelo at the one. My concern with Lamelo one, he's injury prone too. He's high volume shooter. Um, he's not really he's a defensive liability. Um, and the to compete with them guys in the West, you're gonna need some size. Okay. And I think why they went that route because they looked at how San Antonio's composed. And I think that's where they're going with it is the fact that San Antonio was able to do a lot, even though they got Wemby back there with guards. It was the guard
Mhm.
play that kind of got them over the Castle, the Vassal, the Harper. I think that's kind of how the new mode is going, is that we got no guard play, then maybe we can make a push, especially with Ant-Man not being. I think they're trying to take the pressure. Ant-Man had to be so ball dominant, especially when it's crunch time. Because you've seen it. They'll double up on him, and he was forcing other people to beat him. So I think that he just got exhausted. All the bodies, because Ant had to almost score almost 40 a night for them to possibly win. That's a lot. It's a lot. And for Ant-Man, I'm just like, man, what direction are we really going, man? You know, Cat, you get rid of Cat in the trade to bring Julius Randle in, and Cat will wins the chip. I swear they was knocking on the door with that team. They were knocking on the door, man. They were. When you had Nas, Cat, and Goldberg, why? Me and you talked about it. I'm happy we got the trade done. I mean,
I
it
bet
worked.
you are.
It worked. It worked. Cat was able to, I think Mike Brown was able to come in and use Cat the right way. Okay. And I think Cat stepped up the right way. Okay. But when you bought Julius Randle and they moved him again, he's been in a trade. He's in Brooklyn.
He's with the Nets now.
He's in Brooklyn. How you feel about that? You're a Brooklyn guy. How you feel about that, man?
We won't.
Exactly.
In 2 years, he'll be somewhere else.
Yeah, he will. He will. So I don't. And then Charlotte is like you just breaking the whole thing apart. Y'all finally got to a play-in team, and maybe they said we're not good enough. But I'm like, you dudes have not smelt the playoff. Smelt the playoff. And the first year you actually got the fan base happy to actually start making strides. You break it down. I don't get it. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. You dumped off everybody. Like when you talked about it, who you come to see in Charlotte? Who's the marquee guy? You got to have a guy that you could build around and say, okay, this guy could fill seats. Who's that guy? We just say Brandon Miller?
No, I guess it's the rookie.
Who's
the one from Duke?
Come on, man. You talked about it.
He came in second in Rookie of the Year behind his former teammate.
Kyle Knipple is who you building. The fan base is going to rally behind. That's your star.
I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah, right now he's their star.
Whew. And that's why they're in rebuild mode. Okay, strip it down. Okay. Oh, another piece then there that got solidified. I'm asking you. Kawhi back to Toronto. They got a whole bunch of picks for him for the Clippers because they're going young. Makes sense for me with the Clippers going young. It makes sense. Tear it down, go young. It's just
go young, but they don't win.
They don't
never win.
It's the Clippers, man. It's the Clippers, man. It's just the Clippers. I don't care what team you put out there. Lob City, Kawhi, Paul George. We go on and on and on, and they just cannot, for the love of humanity, get over any semblance of a championship. Passionate owner, but it doesn't translate to the player. I don't know, man. It's back to my question. I don't want to stir up the question. What do you think about Toronto getting Kawhi, and what are their chances in the East of being contenders? Are they pretenders? Let me know.
Pretenders. You gotta realize, can you believe when he won the championship with Toronto? That was 7 years ago.
7.
That was 2019. 7 years ago. He was with the Clippers since 2020 during the pandemic. And this is 2026. So when he plays next year, it's going to be the 26-27 season.
Yeah.
He's 35 years old.
Yeah.
I give him credit that he's been healthy as of late in the past year, but that's more of an outlier than the norm.
And his production, I mean, he's been productive though. When he's on that court, he's averaging 26, 27, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, he's definitely giving you production. And his game is his game.
He could still defend.
He really could defend. And his game is game. He's still getting to the cup and get to his spots with no problem. You got young talent around you. You know, they was just missing that key player because you got Scotty Barnes out there. You got some pieces
Mhm.
out there, man. So with Kawhi coming in there, man, I don't know, man. I think that in the East, I think they could think about it. They were what, the fifth seed? They were the fifth seed coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fifth seed. So with
They
Kawhi in,
who did they play in?
they
Because
played
in
the
that
first
first
round.
round, it
They
was
played
good.
Cleveland. They played Cleveland.
So that was a 4-5.
Yeah, 4-5. So I still see them as me a 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Kawhi makes you a 4 or 5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if they're so what's Miami then?
Miami is man, play in maybe AFC.
Whoa,
I, I, I don't
I have them higher than that.
do you?
I got them sixth.
Okay, I could go with 6. I'll go with 6 with you. I'm thinking about the teams that could possibly be better next year. You got this with the crap going on in Boston. I don't know. We got the crap going on with Boston.
Are you surprised that Boston and Miami were the only two real teams that had a shot at Giannis? Because
That's
I
crazy.
am. I thought OKC had a real shot. Apparently they weren't that interested. Kick the
Wow.
tires. That's about it.
Yeah, that's insane. That only Miami and Boston was the only forerunners. And I know Jalen Brown feels some type of way, but it's the NBA. But for him, it's like you had a great season, but they're looking at it like with you on the court in crunch time, we couldn't get over the hump.
Well,
And
also
big contract too.
big contract. Yes, you're right. Very big contract. But it's what came out of his mouth after they lost to Philadelphia in the playoffs, saying that this was his favorite season. That's what he said.
Oh,
He said
oh,
this was his favorite season. They got eliminated in the first round
oh,
to
okay.
Philadelphia
Maybe
after
they
they had a 3-1 lead and they lost 3 games in Boston. And you're going to turn around and say this was your. He turned around and said and made fun of Embiid for flopping.
okay.
And then you're going to turn around and say, this was your favorite season. You were expected to at least make the Eastern Conference Finals, and you got bounced out in the first round when you're up 3-1.
I think he I think he kind of misinterpreted what he was saying, just like I misinterpreted what you said and I messed it up. So, but I think he misinterpreted what he said as being like his best season as far as him taking on a man on being number one and for him having to step up and expectations for him for Boston not to finish that high when you come out the second seed and he put on career numbers that year. So as an individual accomplishment, it was his best season. But for a Boston fan base and people who are like our champions, it's like, what are you talking about, bro? We expect championships. We expect the trophies to be hoisted up. We expected to go to the chip, especially this year, because they possibly thought they probably could have beat New York. They probably thought they could have beat Cleveland. Whoever they would have faced beyond Philly, they really thought they had a legitimate shot going all the way. So it's a failed season. But for him, it's like, man, it was one of my best seasons. I took the team and showed you I could be the number one. So I think at this point in his career, I think he get tired of being little brother or second fiddle to Jason Tatum.
Well,
I
that's
think he
one.
wanted
Well, that's one way to get yourself out of Boston by
they
saying this
trying.
is my favorite season, and look, I can lead a team and all this and that. Well, guess what? It didn't work out with that trade for Giannis, but he's moving. They are not going to bring him back. You can put that in stone. He is not coming back to Boston.
Nah. So
Not.
so so if they can't get a trade, is he sitting?
No, they're going to get a
Gonna
trade.
move him?
They'll if they got to get 50 cents on the dollar, which anytime when it's just draft picks, that's what you're getting anyway at most. If it's not going to be pure talent for talent. Yeah, there is no way, no way he is on Boston come the start of the regular season. No way. No, absolutely not going to happen. Not going to happen. And what do you think of his father basically saying that uh calling Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith. Boy, watch what you say, boy, about my son.
I
What do you
think
think about
probably
what do you think about that? By the way, Jalen Brown's father is a former boxer,
okay.
and he's 7 feet tall.
Oh wow. Well, I
So
would think.
he's bigger than Kendrick Perkins,
Well,
and he knows how to fight.
I would think.
And but I don't know his age, but by looking at him, he ain't old.
One. I would say fathers need to kind of stay out of this media stuff.
Too
Uh,
late.
but
Too late.
since the threat's already been there, because you're talking about boy and it's a threat,
Mhm.
I think as men, they men. So at the end of the day, you know, I don't think they, they got jobs and everything, but they men. And Kendrick Perkins ain't never been due to back down from anything. So I just hope that the paths don't cross. And if they do cross, they can just talk in
No,
a
I
civil.
want him to cross. I want to fight, 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 fight. That's what I want. I don't care.
I think in this journalist space, man, and we in this space, man, we just kind of keep it tame over here. We
Mhm.
don't try to ruffle the feathers too much. But as journalists, man, it is what it is, bro. It's an opinion, and I get it because a lot of people weigh in or sway into what somebody might say in these platforms, and they might not have been thinking that thought, but then they might start leaning towards it. And my thing is, you will hope that the media shouldn't have an effect on what you was going to do, but that's not true because a lot of things, the stories stir up, and next thing you know, it catch fire, and next thing you get caught up in the media blitzing, and next thing you know, man, moves is being made because you got caught up in the media hype, you know. But as a parent, I get it, man. That's his son, so he don't want him to be his character to be assassinated, you know. And if that was not the move, then why are you reporting on this and called junk journalism? He might feel it's junk journalism, but I know Kendrick Perkins he's a very opinionated person. He's going to speak his
Mhm.
mind. That's just who he is. He's been that way. He has to cuss no corners when it comes to his journalism or his opinion. So you know what you're getting with Kendrick Perkins, bro. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's some other moves, man. John Moran to Portland. What do you think about that? Who got the better end of that deal with the Memphis and John Moran to Portland? What do you think about John Moran and Portland?
Well, I just got to go by history, and I'll say short term Portland, but I think ultimately it's not going to work for either team. I
I
think
think
I think it's going to be bad for both.
I think he has some maturity to do, some maturing to do. This is a perfect situation for you. Like I told my son, man, when he went to Georgia, when he's about a teenager at the time. I said, man, you get a chance to redefine yourself. They don't know you. You get the chance to rewrite your story the way you want to write it. So if you go out here and you get into stuff, then we know it's you. That's what you want to get into because nobody knows you. So with John Morant and how I make this connect is you get a new fresh start, bro. Because Memphis, unfortunately, he might got a lure with Memphis. Memphis is one of, for better words, a ghetto city. It is. It's a lot going on in Memphis, man. It's a dangerous city. And then he felt like maybe being in Memphis, I have to be amongst my people in Memphis, which is you're a professional athlete, bro. We talked about this time again. You shouldn't be running around with no daggone guns and all this nut stuff. You feel me? So in Portland, it's still spots in Portland. So if you want to be in trouble, I'm sure you can find it. But compared to Memphis, it's like night and day. You know what I mean? So this is a chance for you to reinvent yourself, get in with the organization, do what I feel is trending the right way. It's going to go down to coaching because I thought Tiago Splitter did a heck of a job filling in, especially in that situation for Chauncey Billups. And he made it, their team made to the playoffs, and they actually did good in the playoffs just
Mhm.
from them not to be there. So they're trending the right way. So now it's
Mhm.
about coaching and can John Moran come in there, like you're saying, for the short term? And Dame Lillard's coming back, even though he's on the downside of his career. What they could do, plus you got Drew Holiday. So they guard heavy out there. They got some pieces out there, man. But it's going to come down to coaching. Come down to coaching. And Memphis is yes. Yes, we got to rebuild this thing. Strip it down, bring some character guys in there. We got to really change the identity of
Boy,
what
do they.
boy, do they? So I thought about them drafting Cameron Boozer. That's the kind of guys you want, man. You want them type of good guys. He's raised right. You want to change the character and the identity of and the culture that of Memphis, man. Because so far it's been getting just to the left. Let's bring it back to the grindhouse, but in a different way. So I think they're going the right way with the young talent, tear it down, bring some pieces in, some character guys, and just go that route. Plus, I like the coach down there. I think Mosey will do a great job down there and kind of build them boys up like he did in Orlando.
So we got to get to the king, or self-proclaimed.
Why?
Well, it became unofficially official that he told the Lakers he's not coming back to them.
He's done. So once again, it's the world's waiting on where 41-year-old LeBron is going to go. Once again, we got two realistic destinations: Cleveland, and you do your farewell tour. They're Cleveland, the stadium they built for you down there, or you go out and go to the geriatric club with you, Draymond, Steph, and Washington is saying that they're not opening for trading Anthony Davis. They really want him in DC. We'll see. We shall see. But Porzingis signed, so you got, like I said, you got an old squad, bro. Old squad.
Hey, here's a question. Two-part question. Who's the oldest player in the NBA? Don't think too hard.
LeBron.
LeBron. Who's the second oldest player in the NBA?
Steph.
Nope.
Draymond?
Nope.
KD?
Nope.
The second oldest?
Second oldest.
Who's old?
Second oldest. You want a hint?
Yeah.
First name Al.
Oh, Al Horford. That's right.
And what team does he play for?
Yeah. The Warriors.
Warriors. So you would have the two oldest players on the same team, plus an old Steph Curry, plus an old Draymond Green, plus an old Butler.
And Butler, you're right.
And Porzingis,
so you got
who's old and injury prone.
Right. And look, and then Draymond already starting the stuff with the rookie already.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that, calling him a liar.
Come on, bro.
Calling him a liar.
Already, man. Already. He ain't even set foot in the facility yet, bro.
No,
now we doing this bully stuff again. Now we gotta go there. Now we gotta keep pitting our identity and saying this is my team and you gonna do it my way. Come on, man. You old grizzly farts. Come on, you're making it rough. Why? I don't even care. No. It's like watching Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather when they fought. Way overdue. You should have fought when Pacquiao was razor hot before he lost to Marquez. You feel me? And when Floyd kept ducking, as soon as you took the L, now you want to fight. Way overdue. That's how I feel about this union. Way overdue. I think you're all trying to, prove a point that, hey, man, we got the basketball knowledge, we got the years, and we got the IQ, and we can beat these young boys. Guess what these young boys got? Endurance. Guess what these young boys got?
Stamina.
Guess what these young boys got? They're not brittle. Guess what these young boys got? They don't have to take rest periods and can't play back-to-backs. Or as a 82-game season, them dudes ain't gonna last 82 games. I can tell you that right now. They're gonna sit them down at certain games.
The golden guys.
Yes.
The golden guys. Thank you for being a friend.
So can you
travel around the world and back again?
Now, I'll ask you this, Gil. Now, being that said, if they can stay healthy and somehow with that roster, if it does happen, say they do get AD and that roster and it works, right? Mm-hmm. If they can stay healthy or have that team healthy, but by the time the playoffs come, can they legitimately, though, with that squad, make a run to a chip?
I lean towards yes, because there's a lot of winners.
I do too.
On that team. If they get AD, there's a lot of winners. Porzingis won the title.
Yeah.
And AD, LeBron, Steph, Green.
Butler been there. He's been at the finals.
Butler at least made the finals.
Yeah.
So
I believe if they can come in playoffs with a healthy squad, that they can make a long run. because
Mm-hmm.
of the wisdom. And I think the same thing we got on about being old, I think it helps them too when it comes to game situations, just playing off each other. They'll have rhythm. And them young boys going to have to, they can't do what San Antonio did with New York. You can't go in there and have lapses in the game because with them dudes, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. So if they can make it work, like I said before, it's going to be health. It's going to be health. It's going to be health. If they can be healthy, yeah, I think he could give a nice little run before it's all said and done.
All right. Let's do a quick recap. Last week was the NBA
Yes, right.
draft,
Yes, sir.
and you went live doing the,
Okay.
the the first 10 picks. Overall, what was your overview of the NBA draft on what you paid attention to?
Well, I felt like it was according to the script.
Hmm.
Only thing that kind of threw it off with me and you discussed was that 6 and 7 pick because y'all had a chance. Jersey had a chance to get a cuff, and they went the other way. They went Mikael Brown Jr. And I thought right there that was the big decision to make. But from 1 through 5, it was already predicted. We already, well, 1 through 4, we definitely knew it was going to be. I knew that AJ DeBanza was the smarter decision because of the old motor, the fact that he's durable. He showed you what he could do. And yeah, we're going Darren Peterson. And I'm not saying Darren Peterson can't be that guy because he kind of reminds me of Kyrie, how Kyrie was in college. Remember, because
Hmm.
he didn't play a season at Duke. So he was going off potential. When he got drafted, he was a #1 high school player, and we was looking at the high school and the small sample size what he did do, and he still went #1, and he turned out to be a dynamic player. So that's why I'm saying Darren Peterson could possibly go take that route because they're scouting him to be that good. So it's just that we look at it like, man, you cramp in endurance issues. You're talking about 82 game season, and you couldn't get through a 30 at best game season with Kansas. So that was a big. That's why I think it dropped. That he wasn't able to be able to fully display. But when he went head on with AJ DeBanson, he showed out. He showed out. Cameron Boozer, we knew he was going to Memphis. It was just there. And then actually, Kelly Wilson. Why wouldn't you? If you see this guy ball before he got injured in Carolina, why wouldn't you? Because
Hmm.
before that, he would have been debatable of going #1 if he didn't
Hmm.
get injured. Because he is that dynamic. We liked a Cup Junior. I
We,
liked that boy's game,
I
and
can't believe it.
you could have built around
I
him.
I can't believe it.
But they
I
say
can't.
Mikael Brown as a junior is supposed to have a better
What do you think they're gonna say? They picked him over Darius Acuff. Of
yeah,
course they're gonna say it. Of course they are. How many things has that GM, that Australian dope, gotten right? Even when he gets a coach right, he fires him
yeah,
for a guy that can't even coach a year
yeah.
before he fires him
He's terrible.
and
He's
brings
terrible.
in players that say we don't need a coach. And then they're gone 2 years later. You got to be kidding me, bro. I mean, talk about making bad moves. And this guy fell right on your lap. Yeah, they're going to say who they picked. Oh, we think this is going to be the guy. Obviously. And
I
guess
don't
what? Go ahead and tell me water is still wet because I know that too.
I don't get the pick, bro, because he had a back issue. Hit a back issue. Had an injury in college.
Oh, God, it's so
A
frustrating.
cuff gave you a whole year and showed you what he could do. Showed you what he could do. He's dynamic. They didn't lose the tournament because of him. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that actually came to play.
Hmm.
The rest of the team didn't step up. But
What are
him,
they? What are they listening to? Too much Becky Hammond? Oh,
yeah,
he
they
too
must have,
little.
bro. They must have,
Oh,
bro.
he too little.
The heart.
How about Becky Hammond refusing to say she was wrong?
Yeah, she won't
She's
say
like,
that.
I'm not going to apologize for having an opinion. No, you don't have
But
to
your opinion was wrong.
apologize.
But your
But
opinion
what you can say
was
is,
wrong.
I made it personal by saying a particular player by name. He too little. Well, obviously, he not too little because he
Nah,
won championships with an S in college, and he won the NBA championship in the NBA.
he's the king of New York.
He's the
He
king
used
of
to
New
be
York.
he used to be
He is a
Christopher
top
Walken.
five,
Look,
maybe top three player in the history of
Yeah,
the Knickerbockers, and you can't even say I was wrong. I'm not going to apologize for having an opinion.
it used to be Christopher Walken's. Now it's Jalen Brunson, King of New York movie. Christopher Walken's
I
King.
know it.
You know, I
I
know.
know it.
For the younger viewers, check it out. It was
Came
early,
out in the late 80s.
late '80s. It was a gangster movie.
One Larry Fishburne was in it.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. It was a great movie, by the way, y'all. For first,
David Caruso,
David Caruso. Yeah, you'll like it. You'll like it.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, young Wesley Snipes. Yeah,
Great movie.
great movie. Gil,
Yeah,
moving on.
sure.
WWE had
Night of Champions.
Night of Champions. Talk to me. Talk to me. What did you think of the whole event? Was you satisfied? Were you disappointed? Did the storylines live up to the billing? Well, talk to me, Gil. Let the people know what you personally felt about the
Well,
night.
I only watched the first hour because that was free on ESPN. So that's what I watched. And it was the two King of the Ring matches.
Okay.
So it was Jay Uso, who came out, he gets the crowd going with the yeet, and then Obafemi, Oba, Oba. So they were smart in starting that off, getting the crowd into it with that match. It was a pretty good match, but I always thought Oba was going to win, and he won.
Okay.
And usually when you win the King of the Ring, you get to challenge a champion.
Yeah.
And after Raw found out that Oba is not going to challenge a champion, he challenged Brock Lesnar for the rubber match at SummerSlam.
Okay. So
They're going to do that for a third time.
what do you think about that, brother?
I mean,
Too early to bring him on.
you really derail all the steam you've got Oba with right now if you don't put him over. He squashed Brock Lesnar, then Brock comes back and squashes him. Whatever it's going to be, it's not going to be a long match because Brock Lesnar doesn't do long matches. He's only got two moves, suplex and the F5. So he's going to put that on Oba a few times.
Yeah.
Oba should go over. He is the long-term answer. He is the long-term, but I wouldn't have had Brock come back and beat him like they did. So they're going to do what they're going to do. So, but I'm Oba 100%. I think he should win. I think he will win, but you never know. This is Brock Lesnar, and they get the most views when Brock Lesnar shows up for one of these events. And you want to keep him relevant, so he's got to win more than lose.
Well, makes sense.
That's just a fact. And then that second Queen of the Ring was Liv Morgan and Io Sky. And did you know, going into that match, Liv Morgan was 3-0 against Io Sky going into that match. But when it was over, it was Io Sky who was the winner. And I don't know who she's going to challenge for. I don't know yet.
Okay.
But she is one of with Bianca Belair being out, Io Sky is probably my favorite in-ring performer. She is amazing.
That she is.
So that was a good match. I'm glad I got to see those matches for free. Now, the negative, I think you're agreeing with me on this. There was the triple threat match. And let's just say I was not happy with the end result. Sami Zayn walks away with the title. And here's the thing. When you walk away with one of those top titles, the heavyweight championships, and there's two of them, you are now the face of the company.
Yes.
Sami Zayn, respectfully, does not have the face, does not have the ability, doesn't have anything that makes me say,
Yeah,
You
I'm a
know,
back this one.
you could strap a rocket ship to his back and take off. There is nothing that tells me that. To me, he is just a mid-card good performer.
I agree.
And
Totally agree.
when he's a baby face, he might be less than that. All right, as a heel, I think it elevates him a little bit, but he's Canadian. I don't really buy into his gimmick too much.
Yeah.
And I always thought out of the two of them, Kevin Owens was better.
Yeah, definitely better.
So I'm not I feel like he's gonna lose the belt before
Yeah.
SummerSlam. SummerSlam is gonna be in August. This is the last day of June. So I think within the next month and a half, he's gonna lose the belt. That's what I think. I think he's gonna lose it on like a Monday Night Raw or Saturday Night's Main Event. I think he will.
Probably Cody.
I think Cody's a good one.
Yeah.
I think Cody's a good one, or Seth Rollins or something like that. Sounds like Seth Rollins wants another crack at Roman Reigns
Okay.
because he beat Braun Breaker on
Okay.
this weekend. So I think Seth, he already on Monday called out Roman Reigns. So I think they're gonna work an angle for that. Um
Again,
again. But that's okay because they're big names.
they are.
They're big name. It's either gonna be Seth or it's gonna be CM Punk, it's or it's gonna be Cody. They're gonna keep bringing, these guys back because Randy Orton's hurt again. Cena retired and
Yeah,
is staying retired
as you should.
as he should. You see,
As you
Cena
should.
is bald again. He shaved his head.
Oh, did we got another movie?
Well, no, he's doing the transplant thing. Have you noticed that he was balding for a while there,
Okay.
and then recently he had a full head of hair? Well, he has to keep in order because there's three, four, five different treatments.
Okay.
Every time they do that, he has to be bald. Now he didn't really tell because he always had a hat on, but he took a picture recently and I saw it, and he is bald, no hair. So I don't know if this is the final stage or what, but he's getting some product put in his head, and this is what they have to do. They have to shave his head. But anyway, so what did and knowing some of the results and what you watched or highlights, however you watched it, what did you think of Night of Champions?
Uh, Once again, I didn't like the Sami Zayn. I thought Obi should have won. EO Sky, I have no problems with EO Sky winning. I like Liv. That's my chick though. So I don't like seeing Liv lose. I don't like seeing Liv lose. But
You like
outside of
her?
that, that's the only issue, man. Is the Sami Zayn, man. Like you saying, he's not. I don't get it. Like he's not the guy that I'm gonna put the strap on and get behind. So
Just
everything you
just
said,
just think of it like this. You got Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Sami Zayn, and he's the one that wins?
yeah, nah. I'd have been cool with the ring general winning for sure, for sure.
Yes.
That'd have made more sense to me because you could get behind the ring general. You know, he has a lot of tools in his arsenal to get behind. But Sami Zayn, and like you said, I believe he's not even going to have that strap by the time SummerSlam come around, man. So I just thought it was a waste of a good match or interesting match, rather.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that they get is they got the wow factor because out of the three of them, he's the one I thought he was going to cost Cody to win and Gunther would have won. That's what I thought. But not to be, not to be, not to be. All right.
Oh man,
This World Cup thing. Football,
yes sir.
soccer. Uh the big question is for me as Americans,
Mhm.
do we care or are we just faking it? Because everyone's like, this is awesome. This is awesome. What a match. 1-0.
Um,
Whoa. It ends in a 1-1 tie. They're going to penalty kicks. And oh,
No,
they're the greatest athletes in the world, and
no, no,
they have a hydration break.
no. I just think that you got to kind of get by because globally, this is a well accepted sport. This is the sport globally. So you have to kind of get behind the wagon, so to speak, because every nation is coming into this soil or is already on this soil is going crazy for their team. But this is what they normally do because once again, they don't have all the other sports to get behind. So normally football or soccer, as we call it, is the sport to get behind. So America don't want to be like, because you're going against people that, for the most part, we don't even look like we're supposed to be even in the competition with these top tier countries, right? And this for this year, I dig it because I think they got a product they could put out there and compete. I think they really compete this year. I think it's stirring it up because I think that the people that are watching it really believe that this team is legitimate, that we could really challenge some of these top tier teams, man. And then it's on our soil. So it's all that plays into part, man. It's like you're not gonna let no foreigners come over here and just outdo you on your own land. No, it's like going to Brazil and America's is going out to Brazil and they hosting in Brazil. They're gonna show out. The Brazilians gonna show out. They're gonna show you that now we for real. So I just think that's what it is. I think your American soil is we're hosting it this year and it's stirring up a whole lot of pride. But you know what? Honestly, Gil, the last time they had the FIFA World Tour, it was the same sentiment, man. Jokers got behind it, especially when the women was playing. They really got behind it. So no, I don't think that. I just think that it's like the Olympics, man. It only comes around, but so in the blue, what every 4 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the fact that the timing of it is just it's one of them things that you're going to get behind, like the Olympics. You're going to get behind it. You know
I think it's only really big because it's in the U.S.
that too. That's it.
I remember in '94 how big it was, and I remember in '99 with the women how big it was. But we knew that the women they could win it. We knew they had the
Yeah,
talent that they can actually win it. We never thought in '94 the U.S. was going to win it. I don't even know if they qualified. I do remember the final. It was Brazil against Italy, and I was
yeah.
rooting for Italy. And the dummy, the best player on the Italian team during the penalty kicks, he was the last guy, and he needed to make it to tie Brazil, and he kicked it over the net because I guess the net's not big enough. Kicked it over the net, didn't
You
even
go.
get it on goal. Oh, and that's how it ended. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that.
But hey, man,
Never, 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 never. So
right now,
I really just think again, the best athletes in America are not playing soccer.
not in
They're
America,
not.
no.
They're
Not in
not.
America.
They might be in England or wherever, Germany, wherever, but in America, the best athletes are not 5'10", 170 pounds. They're not. They're not. They're not. The best athletes are in the NBA, track and field.
Baseball.
Uh, I don't think the best athletes are in
I'm sorry.
baseball. I'm talking
Well,
about athletes. Um, college
football.
football, NFL.
Yeah.
I think they're more athletic
Baseball.
now
Well,
in
you got
MLB
to
than they
know
were,
that because you don't got to
30
be
years ago. But
you're gonna be athletic playing baseball, but it's skill though. You gotta be skillful playing
well, I mean,
baseball.
there's a lot of things that skill. NASCAR is skill. That's a lot of skill for any dope that thinks NASCAR is just driving and turning left. You're a dope. You are ignorant. Please don't say that out loud. I don't want people who know a little bit about a little bit making fun of you. So don't do that. Speaking of which, with NASCAR, real quick, Denny Hamlin is in the lead now, points wise.
Okay.
Tyler Reddick has had an awful month. Awful. He was so far ahead, and now he's just a little bit behind.
Just a little
Awful.
bit.
Just a little bit.
So
He's
is it
either getting caught up in wrecks, or he's blowing a tire at the end of a race, or This week, the power steering went in his
Oh,
car. Not good.
come on,
And,
Jordan.
and
You're
Denny
right, man.
Hamlin is either winning or doing better than him.
Come
I
on,
mean,
Jordan. You
he
gotta get that car right, Jordan. You gotta get that car right, buddy. Come on, man.
got to get that right.
You gotta get it right, man. Winners
Yeah,
win. Excuses make losers make excuses. Right
that's
now,
right.
man, before I move on to a big event that happened over the on Saturday, I want to discuss. Uh, it looked like for the round of 32 or the round of 16 so far, you got France, who you said is top dog, against Paraguay, who surprisingly beat Germany because Germany was
Yeah.
supposed to win. We got the Canadians playing the Moroccans. It's going to be an interesting match. No surprise that Brazil is there. It's no surprise. And they're playing Norway, so that's going to be dope. But I got Brazil advancing. Uh, right now, Mexico was winning, and look like they're going to win. They're beating Ecuador 2-0. So I got Mexico going next. So they'll be playing the winner of England and Congo. I got England winning that match.
Yeah. They're going to win big.
I
They're going
got
to win like 3-1.
That's gonna be dope when England and Mexico. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Argentina, Cape Verde. I'm the Cape Verde. You are the Cinderella of the tournament right now, but you're going against Messi.
It's
gonna get
It's
messy.
Argentina.
It's gonna get messy.
I predicted Argentina and France,
You did.
and I'm going to stick with that.
Australia, Egypt. Who you got in that one?
Not Egypt.
Well, okay. Switzerland, Algeria.
That's interesting because
That is
Algeria is a poor country,
Yeah,
but that's why soccer is so popular because all you need is a ball.
yeah.
But if I thought the Congo would lose, I'm going to say Switzerland wins.
Yeah, I got the Swiss. And Colombia and Ghana. Ghana has been playing some good soccer, man.
Colombia, because if you lose, they murder you.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's what they did in '94.
Did they?
Oh, you didn't see that whole 30 for 30 with Colombia?
Man, they killed them?
They lost and they killed one of their players. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, what's his name? Escobar.
Oh, did it? Oh, yeah, Escobar. Ah, yeah, well, he was a
Yeah,
madman.
they killed one of the players on the team.
Well, I mean, Escobar killed a lot of people. Yeah. And Portugal.
He did not discriminate. Give him
No, he
that.
did. Portugal against Croatia.
Portugal.
I got Portugal too. And these Spanish countries kind of got winning. Spain against Austria. Spain ain't come out too hot.
Spain.
Yeah, I got Spain too, bro. USA against Bosnia Herz.
I'll say USA on
I'll
this
give
one.
USA this one. And then Belgium against Senegal.
Belgium.
So it'll be US against Belgium next round.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna get
That'll be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one, Pippin. That's gonna be a good one. All right, man. Moving on, man. It was a great card that happened on Saturday. Jerron Booth and this man. I don't know if you got to watch it, bro, but I've been telling you about this guy, man. And I don't know if you've been like not listening to me, Gil, but I've been trying to tell you.
Oh no, I listened because I know English, so I listened.
Yeah,
I understood the assignment.
Yeah, did you see the fight?
I did not see the fight,
Exactly.
but I saw highlights and
Exactly.
I saw the third round, which was the round that everybody said you should
Now,
see.
now we'll talk about this, right? Because I got to break it down to you, man. I got to break it down to the people, okay? Let's break it down real quick, man, because the problem with Jerron Booth Ennis, and he's out of Philadelphia. For people who don't know who he is, he's out of Philadelphia. He's the next best thing coming out to Philadelphia. But this guy got every tool you could think about in the box, for real. He could box lefty, right, unorthodox, orthodox, power on the back foot coming forward. He ain't got no problem brawling with you. He has a defense. He's elusive. You know, he could take a punch, give a punch. Okay. Now, the problem with him is the fact that two things. His resume, even though he's a 10-year vet, his resume doesn't stack up because of the quality of opponents that he can't fight. Why is that? Because of what I just named. He has too many tools in the tool belt. Same thing with Terrence Crawford. They kept trying to blackball him because they're saying that, oh, he doesn't sell. That's what they do when you're that good. He doesn't sell. He's boring. He's not trying to sell the fight. No, he's going to get in there. He's going to handle you. He's going to demolish you. So the problem is that he's so good that nobody wants to get in the ring with him. It's like you're getting punished for being that good. Okay, so now they're going to make the big thing of the third round. I'm on the opinion of Roy Jones because I was listening to the Roy Jones podcast along with Andre Ward. I get Andre Ward's angle because Andre Ward is like, and this is the truth. You're a dog. You're a dog. He's saying ain't no mental lapses when you are an elite fighter. It's no mental lapses. It's no I'm sleeping on my opponent or I'm gonna get lazy in this match. Okay. Roy Jones is on the opinion of when you come in the first round, and I'm on the same opinion. When you come in the first round and somebody was and you already kind of established what you do early, like you're setting the tone early, that and you felt his power, you felt like whatever, you took his punch, and you feel like, oh, I got it. It's nothing he could do with me in this fight. Roy said it himself. He said, at times, man, I go in there and I get bored. I get bored because I know that technically he can't do nothing with me. He can't do nothing with me. So I could take more chances. I could take more risks. Okay. And he said, and I have been hit with good shots in the ring where it kind of woke me up, tightened me up, and then I went in and finished them all, which was what happened. He took a shot. I personally think that he took the shot because, hey, man, I think Eddie Hearn, smart promoter, good promoter. I think he probably told that boy in the locker room, hey, man, we got to kind of make it look good. Got to make it look good, okay? If you go out here and just kind of dust this dude off, them other dudes ain't going to want to fight you, okay? So I think he actually took a shot because I'm looking at him. Yeah, he look buzzed, but then I was like, nah, he do, but don't, okay? It was like, come on, bro. You going to give it to me, right? Now, the chirp has started. Now, the Virgil Ortiz Jr. wants to say, oh, I'll put you to sleep. Now, the Fedora and them, oh, yeah, I'll hurt you if you do the same thing with me. What I'm telling you, Gil, was that I don't think he's going to do that with the level of competition as it goes up. I think when you know that the guy across from you is a legitimate threat, that he can hurt you and knock you out, you tighten up. So he has a skill set, and he is a new face of boxing. He is that guy. I'm telling you, at 154, he's that guy. I think you put anybody before him in that division, he's going to dust them off and mollywop them. They're going to sleep, okay? They're going to sleep. Because I've seen these other guys get rocked too, okay? I think he got the goods, man, and I think right now he will be the future pound for pound #1 fighter when it's all said and done. Watch what I tell you. Because this guy loves boxing, man. He loves it.
Well, you proposed to me that that sounded funny. That who did I consider to be the pound for pound best boxer right now? And it came up because of Ennis, his fight this past weekend. So I'm more of at this point, I was big into boxing 80s, 90s, especially the 90s. Now, once HBO lost boxing, haven't been as interested. I don't watch any on DAZN because I don't have DAZN. I will watch what's on Netflix, or a little bit on Showtime. But so you would be better at coming up with the best pound for pound or the real guys who are in line for pound for pound.
You my top 10, brother.
Well, I got two guys.
Okay.
I got two guys because they're the ones that I've watched a little bit, and they're both undefeated in their weight class.
Okay.
So my #1 guy, well, 1A, 1B. That's what I got. 1A, I got David Benavidez.
Okay.
Okay, 32-0, light heavyweight, cruiserweight. I got him 1A. And 1B, I got the heavyweight. I got Usyk, man.
Not bad.
I got Usyk 24-0.
Not bad choices at all. You can't go wrong with them two choices. And for the people,
I'm just going by what guys that I've seen and I know.
Yeah, the eye test.
Yeah, the eye test. Yes.
Yeah. So for me, and about to get to my pound for pound list, right? And why I say pound, when we say pound for pound, boxing, okay? Because me and Gil had this conversation off air, and you saying we talking about pound for pound. He talking about Allen Iverson is the best pound for pound. Normally, when you say pound for pound, we're referring to boxing, okay?
Right.
And what that means is the fact that if we say a guy like, I don't know, we'll do Floyd Mayweather, okay?
Mhm.
We're saying that if Floyd Mayweather with his skill set was a heavyweight, that if you pit him against the best heavyweights in that class, he would still be to do what he do and dominate and still win. So when we say pound for pound, that means these dudes can take it from their weight because some of these dudes are small guys. Okay, they're boxing in smaller divisions. But we're saying if they had the weight with their skill set and their fundamentals and what they do in that ring and the explosiveness, the defense, all the above, the tools that you need, that if you brought them up to any weight, they'll still dominate. So that's what we mean for pound for pound. So when I look at the eye test of who I say is top 10, cut and dry, these are the dudes that's going to pop up for me. And the first one is going to be Inoue. He's number one. Usyk, number two. Shakur Stevenson, Bam
Awful.
Rodriguez, Dimitri Bivol, Devin Haney, my boy David Benavidez, as you said, Bruce Ennis, Artur Beterbiev, and even to this day, Canelo. Even to this day, because he's still boxing. He hasn't retired yet. Okay. Even with the loss to Terrence Crawford, it takes a great one to beat him. Okay. Only had 2 losses. Floyd Mayweather, I'm sorry, 3, because Bivol beat him. Bivol beat him. Canelo, he lost to Bivol, lost to Floyd Mayweather when he was younger, mind you, he was younger. And then he lost to Terrence Crawford, which is, he was that guy.
And he had a draw with
Gennady
Golovkin.
Golovkin.
Triple G.
Triple G, right? Boom. And he went up in weight to fight him. So that was impressive. In a way, you have not seen this dude, man. He's for real. The Japanese guy, he's for real. Like he really is. He fought Nakatoni a couple weeks ago. Both of these was undefeated. And he just put on a beautiful display of just power. Because what he is, he's a kind of guy with his angles, he's twitchy, but he's powerful and he's a little dude. He's like that boxing maybe 120. I think it's 125, something like that. You feel me? Excellent fighter. Usyk, as you stated, the dude he's just hard to beat. And he's not even a true heavyweight. That's the whole thing. He's really a cruiserweight, honestly. But that's how bad he is. That he's knocking out heavyweights. Shakur is just a fundamentally sound fighter, man. I mean, he reminds you, they'll say all his fights are boring. They're boring because he's a defensive fighter. I mean, it's Floyd all over again, Bam, electrifying. We're waiting for him in a way to get the clash, and that's going to be the fight that be made. We're going to let Bam, because he just came up in that division, so let him get a couple more fights underneath his belt. But he's going to challenge in a way for that title. It's going to be a great fight. And you better watch that fight. Bivol,
now, if it's on the zone, I'm not.
Buff streaming, bro. I got you.
That's illegal.
You're right. I'm sorry. Y'all did not hear from me. You can pay for it, y'all. Pay for it. Okay. Dimitri Bivol. I just love the way this dude fight. He's a Russian fighter, man. I love him, man. He is just nip like them Russian fighters, man. They just good feet work because he's always active. And his combos, he's throwing them joints and combos, man. And yeah, I like Bivol. Haney is, you know why I put Haney on the list, man? Because one thing about Devin Haney, he don't duck no smoke. He gonna fight everybody. He is, and everybody be hating on him. And you don't think about it, the only loss he had, and it really wasn't a loss. He took it off because Ryan Garcia was doping. He's dope. He cheated, Gil. You don't like cheaters. He cheated, Gil. He cheated.
No, I don't.
Okay. David Benavidez, we don't need to talk about the Mexican monster. He is certified the monster. He is so good that they don't want to fight him. That's the problem. They don't want to fight him. Canelo ducked him. Say what you want, he ducked him. He know daggone well he ducked him. Because that boy right there is putting jokers to sleep. And he like to get hit. Come on, hit me. Right? And he's right? My boy Boots, I ain't got to go no further, man. The future of boxing. That's him out of Philly. Shout out to Boots. Artur Beterbiev, I love the way he fought, man. Beterbiev, he is that guy. And Canelo, once again, is Canelo. When your name is Canelo, his name really is Saul. His real name is Saul, but we call him Canelo. And that's my top 10 pound for pound. Hey man, if you don't agree with me, let me know what it is, man. Because that's my 10. I don't care let me know what your 10 is. Tell me who you got on the list, who you ain't got on the list. Let me know. All you gotta do is comment. You know, we'll respond to the comments. It's okay.
That's right. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment, agree, disagree, sort of agree, like the beginning, don't like the end, vice versa. Hit us with it. If you want to make fun of me for being a casual boxing fan, go right ahead. You can do that.
Just don't
All
make
right.
fun of NASCAR.
So by the way, in 2 weeks, a little under 2 weeks, Conor McGregor makes his return to the UFC. So we'll be talking about that on our next show 2 weeks from today, as long as everything goes well. We almost had to cancel today, folks, because Gil did not have any internet all day up until recently. Got lucky. Got lucky that we were able to do this. All right. So this is the quiet season in the NFL right now. Maybe not for Terry and Arnold, but since he got released from the Detroit Lions,
I know,
um,
right? Whoa, whoa,
yeah, he
whoa.
I have a feeling it's career over
Yeah, sometimes
for
you gotta
him.
take the loss, bro. It ain't worth it. The jewelry, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Not what you facing. Not for
Nope,
your career, man. Now you can't buy no more jewelry, man, because
nope.
this is just come on, y'all gotta start thinking, y'all. Don't let y'all emotions get the best of you all the time, man. Come on, man. You're athletes, you're professional athletes. You play for the shield. You are
Mhm.
a slave to the shield. You have earned the right to be a slave to the shield. So everything you do is documented and it's going to be on display. You got to be mindful of that. You are no longer you. You are property of whatever shield you play for until you decide to do something stupid like this. Once again, he is not found guilty. It's alleged. So I just know that the Lions let him go. We know that much.
They let him go quick,
Quick.
and the secondary is the weakest part of that
I
defense.
know. So you know it had to be serious. You let him go. Oh man.
Man, you got that money. You can replace that drip, man. You
Yeah,
can
man.
replace that.
Come
You
on,
got
man.
to see the big picture. It's career over. You're gonna go to jail. I know, innocent until proven
You're
guilty,
right, bro.
but I am not feeling good for him. I am not. But anyway,
On a
moving
positive
on.
note, let's go. Let's move on.
So I heard this on the radio, and I proposed this question to my main man Larry Loper, sporting the world champion New York Knicks gear.
And y'all, I gotta say before we go here, I apologize to Gil because I botched the assignment. Gil wanted me to open up this beautiful New York's champion hat and this jacket that I was so, oh man, it was such a beautiful surprise, Gil. I thank you, brother. But I botched it, y'all, because he said open it live so you could have saw my live reaction to this. And I don't know why, y'all, but as a kid, I always got signals crossed and I get in trouble for this. And Gil just got on my behind off air. He got on my, and he had every right to, man, because he was clear in his instructions. He said, do not open it until we go on air, which he should have said that part, but he didn't say it that way.
Oh my
He said,
gosh,
open
you better not be
it.
blaming me.
He said,
Oh
open it.
my
He said,
gosh,
do
I
not open it until the show. That's what he said. Do not open it until the show. So
yes, that's what
I
I said.
misinterpreted that because I don't know why. I just felt like he said, "Oh, whatever." But I bossed it, y'all. But it was a great present, and I'm thank you, my brother. Thank you for the thought, for thinking about me and my New York champion Knicks, man. And I was overly ecstatic when I opened up the box. I really was, man.
If only I'd seen it. If only.
I'm
But
sorry, y'all.
I was like, literally my wife's favorite word. Literally once in a lifetime. Literally. Once in both of our lifetime.
Yeah,
So I was like, I just can't not do something. I
once in
couldn't.
a lifetime, man.
I ordered it the night they won.
Oh man, appreciate you,
So
brother, man.
I've had it for 2 weeks.
This
2 weeks.
Y'all, and once again, man, it's a thoughtful present. This is my partner right here, man, and he know how I feel about my Knicks, man. And like you said, this was a lifetime moment, man, a lifetime moment where 53 years. I wasn't even born when they had
Me
one.
neither.
And I honestly didn't never thought it was going to happen in my lifetime. I'm just being honest, y'all. Like Cameron said, New York was all we meant next year.
Mm-hmm.
But we did it because Jalen Brunson is the king of New York. Yes. Cat, you soft still, but I don't care because you got us a chip. I don't care. OG, you ain't got to say nothing. Don't say nothing.
And he doesn't.
He doesn't. Okay. Mike Brown, whatever they want to say about you, they say you're too good to the players, or whatever. Whatever. You're a champion now. It don't even matter.
Champion head coach.
Head
He
coach.
was also a champion as an assistant coach.
He was it Cleveland?
No, wasn't it Golden State?
He was on
he?
the staff in Golden State. He was on the staff. Who Ty Lue won as a coach in Cleveland, right?
In Cleveland, yeah.
Okay.
He replaced the white guy.
Yeah. They replaced a guy from overseas. That was in town.
He replaced him.
A good coach. He was a good
coach.
coach.
He was pretty good, but him and LeBron would cross signals.
Y'all need that coach in Brooklyn.
Dude, I don't want to talk about Brooklyn.
Okay, we go Brooklyn.
I don't want to talk about. You talk about the Knicks. You love your Knicks until football season, and I'm going to be Bears 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, let's get to the assignment. The NFL offseason. It's slow, but I had a question for Larry because I heard this on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
We have said many times that there's usually 4 or 5 teams that make the playoffs every year, which means there's 4 or 5 that don't make it, that made it the previous year. So I heard this and I proposed this question to Larry. Give me 3 teams right now, before we know the full rosters, and yes, we can change our minds. We can revisit this when the season starts. Give me 3 teams right now that you think will win 3 more games or more from last year, and give me 3 teams you think will lose 3 or more games from last year. I actually came up with 4 on each side.
I got 4 for I think who will win more, and I got 3 for I think who will lose more. All right.
So let's go one at a time. You give me 1 team, and then I'll give you 1 team for will win 3 or more. Go ahead.
Yeah. My first team, I think, I got the Steelers. Because Mike McCarthy is going to be there. And one thing about Mike McCarthy is he wins games. I give him that. Especially if he has a decent roster, he'll win games.
Now, didn't they win 10 games last year? So you're saying you think they're going to – well, as a matter of fact, I could check it. Hold on.
Yeah, they won 10-7. Yeah.
They won 10-7, right? I want to be sure.
They went 10-7. Yep, 10-7.
Yeah, they went. So you think because they have Mike McCarthy, they're going to win 13 games? They're going to be 13-4?
13-4?
That's what Seattle was last year. Or were they 14?
With a coach that could coach the offense, because the offensive minded coach. They got weapons out there. You still got A-Rod. They got familiar.
Seattle was 14. Seattle won 14.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Steelers. Yeah, Steelers.
Wow, I do not. Steelers did not make my list. My first team that made my list was the Bengals. They won 6 games last year, so they just got to win 9.
Yep.
Okay. Give me another team that you think will be 3 or more.
I got the Saints.
Wow. I don't have the Saints on my list.
I got the Saints. I think they'll be better because you got to think they only won last year. They only won.
They won 8. Didn't they win 8 games?
No. Last year they only won. I'll tell you exactly when they won. The Saints won 6, I believe. It was 6. They didn't make the playoffs. What's called one with 8 or had 8 wins. Saints won 6-11 last year. They could get 9 this year.
You think they can get 9 with Tyler Shook?
With Tyler Shook, and they got some weapons. They actually dedicated to the offensive side, and And yeah, I think they'll get 9 wins, especially with Kalen Moore there in the second year, and they got more familiarity with the system. Yeah, because they got the same
Wow.
staff.
I got the Chiefs. I
Okay.
think they have a bounce back
What
year.
is what's Cole going to be starting? Is he going to be ready for opening
I
day?
think he will be, but if he's not ready, he's only going to miss like week 1.
Oh, that ain't a bad pick.
And you've got the whole off season to plan for week 1. So I think the Chiefs, who I think only won 6 games last year, I think they
Yeah,
can at least get to 9.
yeah, you're right about that. I like your picks, and I got the Lions, even with the cornerback being missing. I got the Lions. I think they could get 11 games.
Well, they won 9 last year,
9.
so they got to get 12. They get 12. That means they're probably going to win the division.
Yeah, I can see them.
You see them winning the division.
I can see them win. A matter of fact, hold up, pause. I ain't gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick my other team because I don't know. That might be suspect. Give me the Ravens because I had the Ravens.
The Ravens,
Yeah,
they did not. So the Ravens won 9 games last
I
year,
think they
I
can win
believe.
12. Yeah, I think they can win this. I
So
think
you
they'll.
think they can win? That's a pretty big jump.
Yeah, it's a big jump. New
I think the
offense.
Ravens will be better. I don't think they win 12.
They might win the division. It's gonna be between them.
It'll be between them and Cincinnati. I agree with that.
Cincinnati, yup.
I agree with that. All right, I don't have them on my list, but that's not a bad pick. I got the Raiders. The Raiders only won 3 games last year.
Oh yeah, they good for 6. They definitely good for 6. I don't know, man. It's a lot of fresh faces out there, bro.
They got a new quarterback. They got a new head
Yeah,
coach.
but it's we thought the same thing with Pete Carroll, man. We thought they could come in there and he could change the
I don't.
culture. We thought Pete
So
Carroll,
what I thought with Pete Carroll, I kind of regurgitated what people said. I don't know that I actually believed. If you look at that roster, you couldn't be like, oh man, they're really going to turn it around.
yeah,
So I thought they'd be better than what they were. And remember, they won week 1 against New England,
they did,
who went to the Super Bowl.
and then it went terrible after that. But I think
Uh,
I think it's new. With you got a new coach coming in, new system, it's new everything. So
two new quarterbacks. They got Cousins
I
and
know.
they got Mendoza.
I think they're going to start Cousins first. I don't think they're going to.
Mendoza still hasn't signed,
But he's going to sign
and
eventually.
neither has Simpson. They're waiting. They're waiting for the first guy to sign so they know what the other guy wants.
Simpson need to fall back, boy. You ain't that. You ain't that. You ain't
He's
that,
the
boy.
second quarterback picked. He
Yeah.
wants to be in the ballpark of what Mendoza makes. Ballpark.
Well, you ain't seen that field for another 3 years, boy. Stop it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I actually have a fourth team. Do you have a fourth team?
As mentioned, mine it was the Lions.
Oh, okay. Mine is actually the Cowboys.
Okay, my boys.
Cowboys only won 7 games last year, and we were like, man, that offense and blah 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 blah. If the defense is
Yeah,
just average, they're gonna win more games.
you're right about that. And there's a second year underneath that offense.
Shoddy,
Shoddy's offense a lot of
shoddy. The offense wasn't a problem. They were able to run the ball. They were able to pass the ball.
defense.
Dak was really good. Yeah, it was the defense.
Yep. We let bums have career days against us. Anytime you let Jacoby Brissett come in and throw over 400 yards on you, you let
Look,
Russell Wilson come in there and kill us. Man, you serious?
hey, the Bears got their first win
I know
last year against you guys. Caleb Williams had his best game of his career
it was
against you
terrible.
guys.
It was
Yeah,
terrible.
but I think if hey, listen, man, I said it before. I say it again, and I'm gonna say it again after today. Caleb Downs is gonna have a star on his helmet.
He is.
That's a big deal.
It is
That's a
a
big
big deal.
deal.
It's to the point that I think in the beginning you're going to eat a lot because they're going to test them. They're going to test them, and I think it's not going to end well for them testing them. And eventually it's going to be like it'll be like my man in Denver, P2, Pat Surtain the second. It's
Hmm.
going to be just like that. Eventually you're going to figure it out. Like I'm not going to try this guy. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But I think in the beginning they're going to definitely try him.
Well, it's harder with a safety. Safety's not locking up,
I
a
know.
wide receiver or following a guy around. Safety, move him up, move him back, move him
Woo.
left, move them right.
Ooh, disruptive, disruptive, disruptive. You
They
want?
said he's already barking out the plays when they break the huddle.
Oh man,
Already.
oh man.
Already. I
That's
mean,
what we needed, brother. Now,
yikes.
on the flip side of this equation, you guys asked me which teams was going to lose 3 or more games.
Mm-hmm. I got 4. My first 3 I feel really good about. Actually, my first 2 I feel really good about. The third one pretty good. The fourth one,
I got. I tell you what, I
I
got.
don't know.
My one is I got the Jags.
The Jags made my list
Yeah, I got the
because
Jags.
they won 13.
Yeah, I think because the expectation is going to be high, and
Mm,
and now you're going to be on the radar.
mm-hmm.
Last year, I think they was sliding beneath the radar because they was thinking it's going to be the old Jags. So now that
Mm-hmm.
you have the respect of the NFL and your teams, your opponents, they going to bring in an A game. Now it's real pressure. Now we're going to see if Trevor Lawrence is grown or is he a pumpkin. We're going to see if he's Cinderella or is he going to be Cinderella? Or you're going to be in that pumpkin. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. They can still make the playoffs. They could
Yeah.
win 10 games to make the playoffs, but I think it's Houston's division to
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah.
That defense is gonna be
Yeah.
wrecking people.
And then they address some of the offensive line.
Offensive line, they brought in Montgomery for a running back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, if CJ Stroud
CJ
can be
Stroud.
anywhere near what he was his rookie year, they're gonna be all right.
He's gonna be all right. But if he turned to that guy was against the playoffs, because he
Yeah,
was terrible in Pittsburgh and he was terrible in freaking New England.
New England.
It
Yep.
wasn't because of him that they won the game, it was because of the defense. You
No.
feel me?
Yes.
And the defense kept him in the game and he lost it for him in New England.
And they drafted McDonald from Ohio State
Yeah.
to beef up the middle of that defensive line. That
Oh my
defensive
goodness.
line is going to
Insane.
be
Insane.
crazy good.
Insane.
Crazy good. By the way, for your fantasy team this year, don't forget to draft Will Anderson.
Will
Don't
Anderson.
forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget to get him. All right, give me another team.
I got San Fran, bro. I'm not
I
convinced.
thought about San Fran. They were on the cusp. They were on the cusp for me.
I'm not
Uh,
convinced. They did a great job, but you got to think Robert Sala is not there no more. He went to Tennessee. You
mhm.
know, they lost some pieces. I mean, they did get a piece in Mike Evans. So they do have a target. Um,
But they lost Jennings,
they lost Jennings.
and Ayuk is not going to
He ain't
play
playing.
for
He's not
them.
playing. He's done. So and then the other guy, he's not reliable. Perlman.
Pearsall.
Pearsall, he's injury prone. So
Yep.
yeah. And then the defense ain't like that. It's not gonna be like that. They got holes. So
And usually a running back that gets that many touches, there's
yeah,
a fall off the next year.
yeah.
It's not like we haven't seen him get injured and miss time anyway.
So I
So
just see all those factors. It's gonna be hard, man, to get to they won 12 games last year. It's gonna be hard to see that
that
12.
that's a good one. I don't have them, but that's a good one. That's a good one. I say the Patriots. They went from having a last place
I got them.
schedule to a first place
It's my
schedule.
13. I'm with you.
They
That's my
they
13.
they won 14 games last year.
I totally agree with you. The radar, same as the Jags.
They can
Radar,
still win 11 and win the division. They
yeah,
still
I'm saying,
can.
yeah. They just overachieved. Think about it, they had a weaker schedule last year. There was no
And,
excuse
and,
for them not
and
to.
we said it right from the beginning.
We knew it.
We said it. We said they're going to make a big
Yep.
jump just based off of that schedule.
Yep. Now it's going to be tight because you went to Super Bowl. So it's a
Mhm.
whole different thing. And then you got Brable coming in with the all
And
field
how, yeah,
stuff.
and how is Vrabel up here this year?
I mean, they did get AJ Brown. They did get AJ
They
Brown.
got they got AJ
They got a
Brown,
target.
but Vrabel and Rossini, I mean, what was he doing? Canoodling, and that's a distraction. A guy who's all ball, that's a distraction.
But we know it.
Um,
And
give me.
it should go south quick if you feel he ain't getting enough balls thrown his way.
Mhm.
So you know how that go.
Yep. What are you thinking? Give me another team.
Uh,
You-
that was my third one was the Pats
So you got Pats, Jaguars,
and
and
Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay. I got two more. This team wasn't good last year, but I think they're going to be way worse. The Dolphins.
Oh, they gonna be worse.
The Dolphins are going to lose
But they
three
had
more
won. But
games.
they won 7 last year.
I think I read it was seven.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
6 or 7, but they're lucky if they're going to win three
And you know what?
next
That's another
year.
team I think is gonna go down. Denver. I don't think Denver's gonna win as many team games. But I
I
still
don't think they're going to win as many, but I don't know that they're going to lose three less.
because of what they have, they was 14, right?
Yeah, they were the number one
Yeah, number
seed.
one seed. So Denver was a 13 and 5. No, I thought it was 14 and Denver was
They were 14-3.
3. Yeah. So if you're saying this year that the division, I think that division gonna be wide open. I think outside of the Raiders, I think if you're saying Chiefs gonna have a better year, you figure the Chiefs gonna win up in like 9, 10 games.
Chiefs, Chargers, yeah.
Chargers, if that offensive line can hold up and they don't get hit by the injury bug, which I don't see happening 2 years, hopefully it don't happen 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be there. They'll be there. So the Broncos is going to, I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a tight division.
Make that your fourth team then.
Yeah, I got the Broncos.
So my fourth team, I think, is going to be the worst team in the league, despite having a bunch of big name players. I got the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I got the Cardinals may win one game this year.
The Cardinals going to tank so they can go get one of them two quarterbacks.
I mean, that's what I think.
Straight up.
That's what I think if they come out of the blocks, 0-3, 0-4, they say F it.
Yeah, tank it.
F
Because
it.
like the NBA, they don't have anti-tanking rules up in the NFL.
And when you got your first year head coach, they give you leeway that first year. Look at what the Jets did with Aaron Glenn.
Oh shoot. Dismal.
Well, you know what's terrible with the Jets? I think the Jets are going to win more games, but they're not going to make the playoffs. But they're going to win enough that they're not going to get one of those top quarterbacks, and they're going to keep Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, it's the Jets.
That's the Jets. They're going to be in purgatory.
Yeah.
Not awful, pretty good talent, but not good enough to make the playoffs and make the dance. So I got Patriots, Dolphins, Jaguars, Cardinals. I'm a little bit with the Cardinals. I think I'm really stretching it, but I think they're going to be so bad. I think it's going to be Cardinals, Dolphins picking 1-2 in the draft. 1-2.
That boy don't go out there. Even I don't care if we have a good year or not. If
Willis?
Yeah, I don't care if Willis have a good year or not. You hear me? If what's my man Manning Arch and then my man out in Oregon 1-2. If they have 1-2, or whoever come out that quarterback draft next year, because there's always that one guy that we never saw coming, like Joe Burrow.
Watch Notre Dame's quarterback. Watch that guy. Watch him. I'm telling you right now, watch him. Right now, he's like a projected second round guy, but the arrow is pointing up. Watch. They pushed you. Ty Simpson has no business being picked 13th.
It was a weak quarterback draft.
No business at all. Well, it won't be as weak this year.
No.
And what's his name from Texas Tech? He'll be eligible in next year's draft. Yeah. He'll be eligible. Can't play this year, but he could play next year. Just saying. Just saying.
It's gonna be hard for Joe. I mean, talented though, ain't he?
He's talented, but I mean, is his talent override his addiction?
Yeah, I don't think no organization gonna bring him in with that. No. I mean, technically he got found not guilty, so you can't use it against him.
Well, I mean, they did everything they could to make sure he couldn't be in the draft and go back to school this year.
Yeah.
But listen, he can have some kind of pro day or private workout next year, and if he's got the goods, someone's going to draft him.
That's a fact.
Someone will draft him. We've seen it. Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
Oh, no, man. I think, man, it's a great show as usual, man. I'm glad to have my partner back, man. It's hard to do a program without your partner. So I said, next time I do a podcast with my partner, it'll be like 20 minutes, bro. It's hard to talk for that long without
It's
that.
very hard.
Very hard.
Dead air is evil.
It is evil. Evil.
Evil, like Evil In from He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
I gotta see that movie too.
I'll wait. It didn't get great reviews.
I'll wait.
I'll wait. I still got my action figures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them to Leo probably this Christmas coming.
Oh, that's dope.
I want him to see the movie first when it comes to whatever
Yeah.
streaming service, and then I'm gonna give them to him.
Oh, that'd be dope. He'll
I've
appreciate
held on to them since 1982. That's
Man.
when I first started getting them. 1982. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. Want to thank my main man Larry Loper with all that beautiful drip, orange and blue skies. That's what's up. We will catch you in 2 weeks. Probably talk a little UFC. There's always something with the NFL happening. Baseball, World Cup. And we'll see. You know, I could talk NASCAR every single week. So I can. I don't know how interested the audience is, but I can talk it. So catch the games, catch the races, watch the fights, stay healthy, watch the football in America, and we'll be back in 2 weeks as long as we have no problems. We almost had a problem tonight, but we didn't have a problem. So for my main man Larry Loper wearing all that drip, I'm Gil Larry saying deuces, y'all. See you in 2 weeks.
All right, partner.